Hi guys, my name is Joe, and we're here at Poema Studios with Joey Reger.
Hey, what's up? It is I, Joey Reger, photographer / videographer extraordinaire, and that's what I tell my couples when they inquire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were instantly booked.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. It's a little hack I do, a little thing I do where I send a video right when they inquire. I record myself acting a fool, and then immediately like, oh my God, I love that. Let's hop on a Zoom call, and then we do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very different from what we do.
Oh.
But I'm glad that you get booked because of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then probably not true, right?
Just jumped right in. No, it is.
No, it is
I
true.
swear to God, I could show you texts and like, bam.
No, I believe you. I'll take your word for it. Okay.
But I'm not even getting inquiries right now, so.
Oh, why not?
It's just the market's dry right now, dude. Terribly dry. You know, election season and like the economy, you know, inflation. Things I don't know a thing about, but everyone keeps saying, so I just go with it.
Okay.
It's not because of me, probably.
Let's talk about politics after.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that after.
Sounds good.
So photography, videography, you do both.
Yeah.
Tell me about your process. So say you are getting inquiries.
Uh-huh.
How does it work? Like, how does it start?
Let's see. So they go to my website, they inquire. I have them say a list of things. You know, how'd you guys meet? Like, what kind of music do you listen to? You know, TV shows, anything that I can connect with, so that when I instantly message them back with a video response, the first thing they say is, I'm like, oh my God, that was fast. Like, what the heck? Which is, you know, they already know, like, oh, I love this already. And people already know what they're getting into with me, but some people don't. And so that's why this video process of me sending a video to their text immediately, they need to know how off the wall I am. I'm very unhinged. I'm very unapologetically me. I say what I want to say. I'm not introverted in the slightest. I'm an insecure extrovert. That's what I like to say, which is like, doesn't make sense, but I'm like very insecure, but I'm also very overly confident. Just the weirdest thing, I don't understand. And then I just say like, hey, oh my God, The Office, I love it, you know, or whatever, and I've seen it, whatever they're into. And then
But you're genuinely
I'm
interested.
genuine. I know, I don't sound like I sound like a little sleazy guy right now, but I'm really excited. Just the fact that anybody has the idea of wanting to choose me makes me feel good.
Okay.
Right? Because that alone just makes my ego and all my everything feel great. But I'm always saying, hey, I got time tonight, 8 o'clock, let's hop on a FaceTime, Zoom call, whatever is easiest for you, and let's talk about this. I can answer all your questions and let's get this thing going. You know, like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah, can we do next week at Tuesday, whatever? Sure. Here's the time, and then boom. You set it up, you had the meeting, and then that's it.
So you weren't kidding when you said you did the video thing.
Yes, because you need to get them to hop on a meeting with you as fast as possible, because they're shopping.
From the client's perspective, it shows that you're intentional with them.
Yes.
It shows that you care about their time and you want to introduce yourself as quickly as possible.
Yes. So in that alone, I think of the two camps. There's the, oh my God, we're so shy in front of the camera. We need someone who's going to be crazy for us so that we can be like vulnerable to that, you know? So someone else to go first so that we can come along, you know? And so that's that one camp. Then you got the other camp who are punk rock crazy, like, oh my God, we love that guy because he's punk rock crazy and we already know it's gonna be great. But there's the people that they'll ask if I'm just like a documentary style, and I'm not gonna be a fly on the wall. It's impossible for me to be quiet. And so the majority of people that I get are the ones who are shy and they need someone that's gonna take them out their shell. That's the majority. What you'd think of the majority I would get would be like tattooed, crazy, freaking, you know, get hammered at their wedding stuff. But no, it's usually the people that need someone with a big energy. And so I guess that's where that's like a thing for couples that are always concerned, like what are they gonna be like? I need someone to tell me what to do. Okay. Yeah.
But we can definitely go down this rabbit hole because you and I are very different videographers.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mode of operation probably is more along the fly on the wall deal.
Yeah.
Because I think my particular style of videography is I'm trying to capture their humanity and them interacting with their people. And then for me, I'm trying to satisfy my art as well.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for things that reveal beauty.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not paying too much attention to interacting with very many people because I'm like looking through the lens of the camera. Where's the beauty? Where can I capture that beauty?
Right.
and how can I reveal their humanity through all of this?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are some aspects of that style that you will relate to.
Oh, tons.
But I'm not the type of person who is in your face, you know, high energy, high enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I'm like just more reserved.
That's how my wife is. I've always been drawn to the shorter format films. And basically the way I talk is like, I don't know how to say, I'm just gonna say it as blunt as possible. No one wants to watch your 10-minute wedding film. Your family and you guys, but if you wanna share it with the world, your friends are gonna scrub through, they're not gonna care, and that's just assuming.
Yeah.
And I'm also playing that on like our psychology of things. If I see a video on YouTube, it's 12 minutes long, I'm like, oh my God, what's it about? Is there something I need to learn? Okay, cool. If it's like a one trick, I just need to learn something really fast, why is it 12 minutes? Just tell me in 30 seconds. And so my thing has always been, we grew up on music videos, so my films are only 3.5 minutes, roughly. And it is a hard task to kind of fit everything in 3.5 minutes, but so far so good. I've been doing this since 2015, and that's always been my thing. I love slow cinematic and all that stuff, but my brand as a person didn't fit with that look. It's like, and then it doesn't make sense. And so I was like, I can't cradle that if I'm this. And so now all my music videos, my wedding films are very like, bam, boom, to the beat, you know?
Okay, so high energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my videos are the 10-minuters.
Yeah.
And what I'm gathering from your style is you're creating entertainment for not just the client, but also people who might stumble upon that video.
Yeah, I mean, but people would want to show off. You know, they want to show off all that money they spent on their wedding day, not just on video, but as a whole. Look at our day; it was extravagant. Not everyone's like that, but the majority of people, we want our egos, you know, combed or whatever. I can't find
You
a
might
word
be
there,
projecting.
Yeah, okay, sure.
But
but a lot of people want to share it to their Instagram. You know, we share everything on social media, and so to share something that's you could watch in a shorter way, but
yeah, I mean, I get that. There's value in not eating up too much of somebody else's time. Like, I personally don't want to sit through a 10-minute video unless it's like really engaging.
Right.
And then I'll watch the whole thing.
Right.
And not realize where the time went. Or I will just watch things in 2 times speed, because that 10-minute video is all of a sudden 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. And, I do that Audible books, so that works.
So my videos are all, I mean, they're not all 10 minutes. I think are probably around 7 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
And those videos to me is like the happy medium where I don't have to struggle so hard to figure out what actually goes in the video.
Right.
Because you're saying it's 3 minutes and a half, and it's very difficult to like pick the best moments to get into that 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas 7 minutes, you know, you have a lot more flexibility to include whatever you want.
Yes.
Or what you might find valuable to the bride and the groom.
Right.
So I think there's pros and cons to both.
Oh, for sure.
And I haven't actually tried the 3.5 minuter, mainly because I personally think it's too short.
Yeah, I agree.
And then having to do the fast cuts.
you know, I agree. It is short for how much they're paying too.
Let's talk about price.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes.
$6,000.
$6,000. Okay. How? Oh boy. I don't know how to, like, to be honest, what is the average then? You tell me, what is the average?
The average for photo and for video?
Just for video.
I think the average is in the 5,000, 6,000 range.
Okay. Good to know. Awesome.
But then people are going to think that's why he's not getting hired right now, but it's not, because I've been selling that for a while.
Yeah, well, I don't know if people think that. I think there will be a demographic of people who will probably think that, but that's not your...
Right, and I don't care either if they do.
That's
if I'm
not
just saying, like, I want to point them out before they point it out. Like, I already got to you before you said or thought that.
Okay.
Yeah. I live very defensively. Yeah.
Is that working out for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a spaz, dude. So it's just, I can't not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just me. It's not just a 3.5 minute. I give them full ceremony coverage. That's not the edit.
Okay.
That's with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras, right? And if they did get the edit, they get 5 cameras of angles of a beautiful ceremony.
Okay, so this is where the cost is. Like,
right.
So you charge $6,000.
Just for that video.
It's not just a 3.5-minute video.
You can buy on stuff later.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't get that. Oh my God, no.
Wait.
I would never.
I'm confused.
Oh, so $6,000?
I'm your client.
Bam. Okay.
I'm your client.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
It's $6,000. Oh,
Okay.
I wouldn't tell you that first. So look at, you got 8 hours. You get 2 videographers. I'm gonna cover your ceremony with like 5 or 6 cameras, roaming, 2 on sticks, 1 in the back on sticks. We're gonna have beautiful audio. You can pay for that edit later, but just to let you know it's fully covered. And then for toast as well, we have about 3 cameras, or sometimes 4 for reactions or anything like that. Another, again, beautifully well done audio. Everything's perfect. You can have that edit too as well later on after the wedding day. We'll keep it off your proposal so you can keep this price where it's at, right? So up to a year, you can order these edits. On top of that, for $1,000, I give you all the raw footage. I don't even go through it. I might be talking crap. Who knows? You'll hear it. I don't know. I haven't gotten in trouble yet.
Okay.
But you can buy that up to a year later that I'm liable for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. So then the edits are separate. I'm gonna have to add those on.
For ceremony and toast.
So $6,000 gets me the kit and the people and the crew, the kit and the crew.
And the 3.5-minute highlight.
And the 3.5-minute highlight. So $6,000 just for that. And then if I want full ceremony, full speeches, that's an add-on.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are those prices?
I think ceremony is $700 and toast is $600.
What are we talking about? Full package, just like, I'm just gonna add everything in. Tell me how much that costs.
782.
2?
82 out there. Yeah,
82?
So. Yeah, I think so. Math. 83.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's
Yeah.
people that charge plus 10. Oh, another thing is I don't watch other people's films because I hate myself after.
I don't watch other people's
So I stay
films
away
either.
from everything. I don't even like to follow photographers either. But if I see a film, I immediately get away because I'm very insecure about my work. But I'm also very self-aware. I understand people like it. But as an artist, I hate it. And it hurts.
To watch.
Yes, physically.
Your own things. Oh, that's so weird because like, I mean, you're gonna have to watch it through the edit.
No, right. So I mean, so there are some where I even cry on my own weddings that I edit, right? But like, not everything can be perfect. You're not always gonna get the perfect of everything.
Wait, are you talking about like day of?
Yeah.
It's hard to get.
Yeah, sometimes weddings suck. You know?
A lot of times.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's always a wrench that gets thrown.
Right. And not everything I have to make has to be gold, and that's fine. I think I love my reels more than I love my highlights.
I need to capture it perfect day of, and this usually stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like when the audio cuts out.
Oh my
from
God.
the microphone. And
I know.
This is when my brain will just explode.
Oh, mine too.
But
yeah,
I've learned from that, and we'll have like levels of redundancy.
Yeah, tons.
So like I'll have a microphone, and then I'll have the lapel mic, and that'll usually cover it all.
And you even got like another freaking mic
Shotgun
on the
mic
freaking
on the camera,
on the next to the speaker. You have one to the DJ. You got
yeah. So you've got multiple levels of redundancy to make sure you capture the best audio ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting back on topic.
Okay.
We just talked about price, and we just talked about the way that a client would inquire with you.
Yeah.
You send them the video, you send them the price, and then
No price until we get on the call.
Okay, no price until you get on the call.
Yeah.
Do you send them packages or no?
No, I mean I have a brochure, but I haven't updated it because I'm just not on top of that stuff. I just talk to them straight up and then build a proposal. But I don't like doing 6-hour days. I don't like giving up a day for less money when I'll end up maybe booking it later, right? Or it's the scarcity mindset, like where, okay, I'll do it for this much. And the next thing you know, this badass wedding comes up and you can't do it now because you took a wedding for less because you had scarcity in your life that you couldn't pay bills or something. So I stopped doing that too, which is really hard because I was doing that for a while. Just because obviously, like, why not? I mean, it's like...
Does this play into your insecurity as an artist to not being able to book? Not being able, or not thinking you'll be able to book?
I think where I'm, I don't know how do I say it? I guess I've been doing this for so long And it just trips me out that I'm not like way up there. Like,
what is way up there?
Almost closing the books for 2024. What what?
Okay.
How?
I don't think everybody, I think everybody's lying.
I hope so. I mean, that's that mindset of you better freaking inquire because I'm almost booked.
No, yeah. That might be a marketing tactic.
It is. I went to a few workshops. They told me to do that.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, oh yeah.
People.
Yeah. Better get your inquiries in.
I really
me neither.
can't do that.
I hate it.
Yeah. Our books, I think, will just kind of stay open until they're full.
Right.
And I'm not going to broadcast, oh, my books are almost full.
No, yeah. I'll take 50 weddings in a year if I can. It's all good.
Yeah.
But like, I'm very vulnerable too. So on my Instagram, I share everything. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not hiding it. My wife's like, should you say that? Because, you're a business and people need to like trust you or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is who I am. I hate trying to hold back who I am. But yeah, okay.
Is sticker shock.
Yes.
That sticker shock happens, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then you tell them what?
So like, if you were to say, oh man, that's like this and oh wow, So I would say yes, I agree, because I'm not rebuttaling them, right? I'm agreeing, and I'm going to go along. And it's not like a tactic, but it is just to not. Oh, I am right, and never mind. I don't want you anymore. Yes, I agree. These are the things I'm going to do for you. And this is how long I've been doing it, and this is how much you can trust in that. And then from there, And I also sell the fact that I'm a wildly different person, and your parents will love me. Your wedding party, your wedding party will love me. People that haven't even seen my work will say, "Oh my God, you're so good."
Yep.
You haven't even seen my work.
You're not justifying your prices to them necessarily because this is what you're bringing to the table.
Yeah.
This is how much I value my work.
Exactly.
And this is how much I'm going to charge.
Yes.
And if you don't book me, that's not an issue with me. We just weren't the right fit for each other.
Right. And that's another thing too, is like, this is probably going to go off, but if a planner chooses me and I don't even get to meet the couple, oh, that's tough. That one's tough. I'm like, these people I'm not these people's type. How am I going to do this? But I trust the planner sometimes, and yeah, that one's tough though.
Okay, so then how do you get through something like that?
For one, you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this, because this isn't it. I would not have accepted this, right? And then you do the things, and then of course they want to tell you, can we make changes on this stuff and this stuff and this stuff and this stuff, which you already expected because they weren't your people. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then this is a good point for everyone out there to know that if your planner chooses your vendors for you,
care.
You should
care.
Yeah. And then I think reaching out to those vendors as well. Right. The photographer and the videographer, I think, are people in particular that you should talk to, because you're going to be spending a lot of your time with these people during your day.
Yep. And before that, engagement session and all that stuff.
You're not the type of person to reach out to them if that happens?
Full service coordinators won't allow it sometimes.
Oh.
And so there's been a few, I would say like about maybe 3 weddings where I had to like show up and say, hey, who's the bride? Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Joey. And you're just like, oh no, but I could do this. Yeah. And that's another thing with price is like, I go into all the groups on Facebook. Well, just one group. I don't like a lot of groups because again, I don't like to compare myself to others. But there's people in there that charge so much. And I'm like, how do I get to that market? Am I even ready for that market? And do I even want that market? Because now you're talking about different people. And so what I learned though is that the lower the price, like let's just say $3,000, that is an investment now for most couples. And so they're gonna treat you differently. I'm not saying all, I'm saying in theory, and also because I've used to charge that much. Couples that have it as an investment piece, they are going to be on you. They're going to want things. They're not going to trust exactly everything because it is an investment for them. It's a lot of money. I've found that as I kept going up, there's people that just don't even, just do your thing, dude. I don't even want to, what song? Whatever you want, I trust you. And that just sends your inspiration pistons going crazy, like, hell yeah, let's go. I'm gonna make this sick ass video. Because a lot of times when I'm trying to make something, I'm trying to tailor it to the couple, and sometimes it's hard when you feel like you have limitations. But when I feel like I have no limits, oh my gosh, that's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think $3,000 is the lower level where people start to, so that market is a little more pickier, more attached to the money.
I've noticed the people that I given good discounts to are my worst couples, which is insane. If someone gave me a big discount, I would be in debt to them. Like, oh, I love you. Whatever you do, it's all good. I love it. Thank you so much. No, some reason they feel like they have more of a grip on you for some reason. I don't even know. It like never. They only get discount if they do photo and video together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because, yeah, it does seem like you reach a different demographic with different prices, and then the type of art you want to do is with those types of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I need people that don't want too much say.
You're not marketing towards everybody.
No.
You are a specific videographer for a specific client.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to. I have a whole other team that does associate shooting for me. And I wouldn't mind even being in the 3,000 range, because I would just send it to editors, and then you make a hefty profit while they make a good living, and then editors as well. But I only do a few of those a year, like about 4 or 5.
Okay. How many weddings do you do? Or like on average?
Usually 35 to 40.
Okay.
This year is going to be like, because I got in an accident, this year is going to be, I have like 12 more, and I've already done maybe 8 or 10, so it's far lower.
Okay. And then how do these people find you?
See, that trips me out too. It's like this whole time I feel like I've been a terrible business owner because I don't do ads. I don't have SEO. My website's sick, but like it's not tailored to the internet, you know? It's just somewhere people can go and be like, that's sick, and that's it. But they have to find me first, which is Instagram.
In your opinion,
right,
what is the best way to find a photographer, videographer that'll suit your personality, your budget? Yeah.
Instagram would be probably number 1 for sure. No matter what anyone says, referrals or anything, go and stalk the Instagram, watch it for a while, follow obviously, whatever you got to do, and just see how much of their life they relay back, like in their stories. If they're vulnerable, they talk about anything, that's what you're into. But for me, if I were going to hire somebody, I would want someone on a human connection, and not just someone who, hey, just come and shoot this, I don't want to know anything about you. I want to know who I'm hiring. You know, I want to be, oh, how are your kids? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
I want a connection.
Yeah. So your advice is to find out about them through their socials.
Yeah.
So you're investigating their personal portfolio.
Yeah, you're stalking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best ways, if not the best way. With some people, I'll go on some videographers or photographers, and they don't even know where they're at yet. I'm like, who are they? And you still can't find them because some people don't want to share about themselves. But my greatest liked posts are like of me and my wife. It's like, okay, I worked really hard on that reel though, of the couple, but you guys want to just hear about us, it's fine. But people want that. They want to relate and connect.
So they're not hiring you for, I mean, to a degree, they're hiring you for your art, but they're also hiring you because they love who you are.
Personality, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So you lean into that a lot.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Photo plus video services. You provide both. What are the pros and cons of going with a team that does both?
Right.
Versus the pros and cons of going separate photo, separate video.
Right. Straight off the bat, most videographers are weird. Some of them are out of touch, don't read the room, not self-aware. They think they take precedence over everything, and then the photographer is super pissed. Others are very connected. They'll even reach out to the photographer and be like, hey, I'm working with you. on this wedding, how's it going? What do you like to do? What's your favorite? Like, what do you want me not to do? That kind of stuff. But some videographers, they just don't care what you have to say. They're going to do their job and they're going to be dicks about it. So that's what I talk to clients is like, when you hire me for photo and video, we are already a built family. We're a team. Like, these aren't just random people that I hire. These are like my best friends. And we already have like a system that we do, and it's great. And I direct as much as I can. I create moments during like romantic so that they can get their shot. We're not going, all right, your turn video. We do it simultaneously. And then there's nothing to worry about. Like, there's no tiff, and then other times, like when I'm a videographer and I show up to a wedding and there's a photographer, one case in particular, she was very rude. She got upset that my lights were in her shot. And I'm like, you're shooting on a Canon Mark III. This is like 8 years old. Get a new camera. Like, this light should help you, if anything. And she was just like, and I was like, oh my God. And unfortunately, I was unprofessional and messaged her later on. I told her, you were basically the worst person I ever worked with. And she said, likewise, and I can't believe that your message. Anyways, so that's the reality of weddings. Like, if you hire a videographer and a photographer separate, you should have that conversation with both of them, and also letting the photographer know, hey, video is so important to me, and I've heard through all this that sometimes you guys clash, and I'm not saying you will, but can you please just make that a more enjoyable experience if possible? And I will also talk to the videographer. You shouldn't even have to have that conversation, but for some reason, we're like, that's how we are in this industry, and I don't know why.
I think that is pretty common. Videographers and photographers seem to clash.
It's so weird. And if you just work together and have fun, it's perfect.
Yeah, and I think for us on our end is something that we like to tell our clients. We are very in tune with each other's habits and with each other's shots that we like to get.
Exactly.
So we're not stepping on each other's toes,
right.
And the day goes by a lot smoother. But when we work with people who we haven't worked with, we're always intentional with talking to the other vendor, photographer, or videographer.
I try to,
and like, how do you work?
Right.
And we'll try to cooperate with them, but there's always something that you just can't communicate to them. And then they'll do something that will be just not that good. Like, we had a wedding where we were in communication with a photographer, and we told them, just don't cross this path.
Right.
Because you're going to be front and center with this camera. And usually most people, take a step back. Some photographers love doing the thing where they'll go around the altar and then they'll get a shot where they're going to get a shot of the bride and the groom with the audience in the back.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. You know, like, you can get that shot. Just don't park yourself at this angle, because you're going to take a photo of the bride and the groom, the audience, and you know what else you're going to take a photo of? My camera.
Yeah.
My camera.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to use that footage. You're not going to use that photo. So just, stand clear, like, or pivot to the side. If the camera can see you, you're going to get caught in the camera. So that's something, like, we can communicate as much as we want, but somebody always defaults, I think, into their own
especially
workflows.
if the day's not going correctly either. When our brains start, oh no, and then we just disregard everybody else. I gotta get what I gotta get. I can't talk to you right now.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing with weddings is it's high stress.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the biggest reasons for not hiring somebody who is sub 1,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because stress is one of the biggest things that will make a videographer or a photographer drop some technical aspect.
Right.
Exposure.
Right.
Audio gain.
Right.
These are all, like, all the technical things that we need to get done on our end that, people don't really see to capture a really beautiful image.
Right.
They all need to be on point.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
And when the stress gets rolling in, it's like, okay.
Hopefully I can fix that later.
Yeah. And that's not what you want to offer the client.
No, hell no. Yeah. I feel like crap after that. Like, oh man, like, that sucked. Oh well.
On me, it's like, oh, that sucked.
I'm not going to look at it for a while. Like you said earlier. I'm going to hide this wedding for a while.
I'm going to procrastinate this project for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, photo video team is best.
Same company, but also just make sure that we jive. That's all. We don't have to, but also make it clear. Like, I know that you guys don't get along, not you two per se, but in the industry. Mm-hmm. So make it work.
Yeah.
It's because everyone always prioritizes photo, even though video is more emotional per se. I know a great photo can definitely captivate you, whatever. But video, I'd rather watch all my videos when I'm older. I'm not gonna want to. Pictures are cool, but I want to see what it was like back then, how it sounded, and what everything was in that time. Mm-hmm. And the best way you're gonna get that is video. Mm-hmm. And so I don't understand why video takes the back seat to photo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have some opinions about that. I think video. The reason why video takes the back seat is because photography has taken the front seat,
right,
for just the entirety of humanity,
right?
You know,
yeah.
So
yeah,
it wasn't until recent that video started to become more valuable because the quality of video was pretty crappy, maybe like 10, 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden video is just phenomenal, mm-hmm. and then it lives on the internet mm-hmm. forever. And I think it's valuable to have.
Oh, 100%. I feel bad for couples who don't do it.
Yeah.
Because they cry about it later. Like,
yeah,
I
me
wish
too.
I would have done that.
Yep, me too.
And I do too. I wish you would have too. But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People message me all the time. Oh, I wish I would have got you for video. Like, oh, I regret it. Like, whatever.
Yeah, like, and like in the long run, the price that you paid for your video services mm-hmm. is just going to be a drop in the water compared to
Seriously.
Your entire lifetime's worth of income.
And I always talk about that too. I'm like, you're not going to get married again, you know, most likely, hopefully not, whatever. And mm-hmm. this is just a one-time expense. And this is why it's that much, because also this is a one-time thing.
You want to capture it properly.
Yeah, exactly.
And you want to have the professional do it. And you want to have somebody who's not going to crumble under stress.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why you charge $6,000.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
why I charge $6,000.
Right. You should.
Thanks. You do the deed. Mm-hmm. You get the photos, mm-hmm. or you get the video, right? Mm-hmm. What happens after that?
When I get home and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And I'm ready to edit?
Yeah. Like, what's your turnaround time?
Right. I don't choose a song. I'd be sick to choose a song before, but I don't know the couple enough most of the time to choose a song yet. And so the song usually is generated by how the day went and how reading the room demographic of people and what they're into, and I choose a song based off that. What's still my flavor? Like I particularly like music that no one really uses for wedding films, mm-hmm. And then also that has like a lot of beats because I cut to the beat, stuff like that. So a turnaround in a good season within 90 days. But I was hit by a car last year, and so I'm still editing 2 more weddings from last year, which caused me to be a little behind this year. And so I should be done with everything by end of the summer, hopefully.
Okay.
It's been hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, editing. I like to edit sometimes, but again, this past 9 months has been rough.
Mm-hmm. So 90 days is typical?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as music is concerned, mm-hmm. you're selecting music. Mm-hmm. Why?
Out of inspiration. Like, cause imagine if I let the couple pick a song and I hate it. Imagine editing to that the whole time, and then now you have resentment for, you know, I can't control that feeling, but I do. I'm like, oh God, this is awful, mm-hmm. you know. And honestly, there's been times where a couple wanted a real song, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'm over this.
What do you mean by a real song?
Like a copyrighted song.
Oh, okay.
But here's how it works. You share it, you're not gonna be able to share it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put it on Vimeo
but
for you.
I think you should touch on that for sure. Like copyrighted music versus licensed music.
Right. So you take the risk. I don't know how if it comes back to me or not, but if you really want that song.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think that's clearly understood.
Right. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
And so, music bed.
As a videographer, we have to use licensed music.
Oh yeah.
We can't just use any song, any pop song.
Right.
You know, there's specific music that we can
mm-hmm.
choose from.
And that's why I like Music Bed, because it's very well curated. It's like, it's not, what would the word be? Like corny. Mm-hmm. You know, it's
cheesy,
a lot, like
cliche.
Soundstripe is, I don't mean to be like point these out. Soundstripe is corny. Artlist is corny.
And these are all licensing music
that
services
we pay for monthly
that wedding videographers will use to find their music.
So that you can share it wherever you want without getting in trouble or taken down or anything.
Yeah.
But I found that MusicBed's my favorite, and I've been on that for years before they were even a monthly service. So,
okay.
Yeah.
MusicBed.
Yeah, it's great.
So can the client log on to MusicBed
Yes.
and find music that they like?
Yes. And sometimes I make a whole film, I give it to them, we don't like the song, I'm like, oh my God, and I'm like, all right, go ahead and go find one. And I'm still waiting. And this is a client from September last year. So I said, okay, you want to pick the song? I'll just redo it. She's never gotten around to it yet. And that's how hard it is to find a song for your wedding. It takes hours. Like legit hours. I sit there for hours listening to songs like, oh, this is not gonna work. And then you're inside your head. And then I just found a song yesterday, and I sent it to the couple because I'm gonna start doing that now because I don't want to be insecure the whole time as I'm loving this and they hate it. And so I just said, oh, this is perfect. I was like, yes.
Okay, so I have some stories for you about that.
Yeah.
I've only had one couple that have rejected a song that I've picked, only because it was a song that the bride shared with her ex. It was too similar to...
You picked the song.
No, not these songs.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. A song that was too similar to that song.
Okay, yeah.
And then I had to change it. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with...
And you added to the beat and everything too? The cadence of the song?
Depends on like the section of the video.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so if it's a fast song and it's high energy,
right,
then I might edit to the beat.
Right.
But I don't like that I don't like locking somebody's brain into the beat and expect a cut at the beat.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't tend to do that often.
Right.
Just when it's appropriate.
Yeah. I have
or when I feel like it's appropriate, which is subjective. Mm-hmm. So
it'd be so much easier though if I never did that.
Short answer is yes. Long answer is too long.
Right. Okay. I get it. That makes sense. That's why I'm trying to get out of that cadence of things. I'll do it on the third beat and then I'll start getting longer and longer or whatever, or like a quick one, and then it goes into this. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So editing styles, every videographer has different editing styles.
Yeah.
So it's important to find their work.
Yes. Oh my God. Don't hire somebody if you didn't look at their work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I come from a skateboarding background. So my whole life I've been skateboarding, which is where my edits come from too, is a lot of my shooting style, my editing style is from skateboarding. Because growing up and inadvertently watching it, you're seeing rule of thirds without even knowing what it is. So then when I became a photographer and videographer, I would do these things naturally, but only because they were subliminally given to me through skating. Mm-hmm. And so my thing comes from that.
90 minutes,
90 days.
90 days,
yeah.
You will deliver the video?
Mm-hmm. I use Vimeo though. Oh. I don't really know any other better way. I do have WeTransfer now, which is how I'm starting to send my raw footage when people purchase that. So much better.
So you're not doing like a drive?
No, just Vimeo. It's so easy. They can get it instantly and then they can download it. I know that some people that aren't as scatterbrained and have more collected, they build boxes and they're amazing and beautiful and branded and stuff. I would wish to do that, but I just don't have it in me. I do not have the mental capacity for most things. Here's your video in an email that you paid a lot of money for.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's you.
I'm very insecure about it, but yeah.
Have you had any complaints?
No.
No, well then you're good. Okay, so any last minute tips for people?
My whole thing in life is to enjoy the process, because before you know it, it'll be a year or however long from booking everybody and it's already your wedding day. So the whole process to that should be very enjoyable, and it shouldn't be a very stressful time. It should be something that is a part of it and fun and exciting, because it's coming. I'm getting the people that I want. And obviously by getting to a videographer or photographer early on, it'll make that process even better, because you know that part's already handled. And that's a very important part, very important aspect to that day. So that's really all I have, is just enjoy the process.
Thank Thank you guys so much for watching. And Joey, it was a pleasure to have you at the studio and talk about all things videography.
Thank you so much. The studio is freaking beautiful. If you guys want to find me, all my website is Joey Reger. My Instagram's Joey Reger, and that's R-E-G-E-R. It rhymes with eager, so it's Eager Reger. Also, don't forget to like this, subscribe to this, hit the motherfucking bell, and I hope it serves you well.
Yes, and if you have any comments or questions about videography or anything in general, you can leave them down in the section below, and we will get to those. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.